Well, good morning. Today we're taking a trip down to the Balboa Island to do some fishing off the Balboa Pier. Now, I've seen quite a few videos on people catching fish at the Balboa Pier, but not on the details on how to. I'm going to share my experiences on the matter. And the first thing is trying to find a place to park. There's paid parking right by the pier, but it's getting pretty pricey. To park there all day is well over $10 now. So you're going to want to find street parking, and the closest parking is right on Balboa Boulevard, right before the parking lot. So you want to start looking right away. Part of the problem is some of the area is posted with no parking for street sweeper days. So you need to pay attention to that and avoid the metered parking, because then you got to feed the meter. So there's just basically two areas to park for free by Balboa Island, and that is on the west or the south or north side of Balboa Boulevard. So I found a spot, so we'll get our gear ready and head on out there, and I'll go over the gear details. Okay, talking about the details, first thing you need is a bucket. Got to have a bucket. The bucket you use for putting the fish you catch in, and hold the bait that you do catch. And I'll show you some of the ways that we're going to do that too. But it's also helpful in getting your gear down to the fishing spot on the pier. The other thing is your basic tackle box, loaded with the basic fishing items that you need. I use an abundance of size 1 stainless steel hooks and an abundance of 1 ounce lures, a few pinch weights. This is a squid jig for when those squid make the run on the pier. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But maybe we'll get lucky today, I don't know. The other tackle you need is a fish dehooker, and a few of these type of jigs are helpful too. It's more of those type of weights. You need to have some swivels, heavy duty ones, and some of these types of jigs are helpful as well. The most common thing that I use for fishing down here, where is it now? I had a few of these, are halibut drift rigs. What a tangled up mess here, huh? This is the best setup to use, the halibut drift rig. It's already got your hook set on there and swivels and everything. You tie it on and you're ready to go. You can catch most fish on the pier with this setup. The other item I bring is a pescador rig, and it's got 6 or 7 or 8 little bait hooks on it, and a little kind of flashy like lure on there that seems to attract the anchovy real well. Another name for this is called the sabiki rig, and they come in different hook sizes and various colors of bright pink and things like that. But I'll be showing you how to use that once we get down there as well. That's your basic saltwater tackle box. Be good enough to catch all the fish that are off the pier. Then you're going to need a dolly to carry all this. You don't want to have to carry it by hand. Put it all in the dolly, and I'll show you that in a minute. And you're going to need a couple of different types of poles. I have a heavy duty rod here, loaded with 40-pound tests, and I use this rod for going after the big game fish. They do occasionally catch some big sharks, bat rays, off this pier. So with live bait, you're going to be in a position to be able to do that. This pole here is the standard pole that would be good. It's a 7 to 8 foot rod loaded with 20-pound test line. And then I have a 7-foot rod also loaded with 14-pound test line that I use for catching the bait. We're going to get that all loaded up and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, well here's the setup for carrying my gear down to the pier. Got my bucket, a tackle box, a chair, my 3 different rods, and I'll be dragging that down to the pier. Sometimes the fishing sucks off the pier, and that's where I bring my good old metal detector. That's never failed me. I've always found $5 worth of change or better. One of these days I'll find that fancy gold ring, but I stow that in the car and come back when the fishing is no good and switch out what I bring. My little thing here digs into the sand to scoop out the change. It's a nice little setup. Always bring your hat. And the weather varies here quite a bit. Might need a sweater too. I'm wearing a windbreaker. Be prepared for that. Let's go fishing. Well, again, here we are at the pier. The area I'm standing at, this is the public park portion. You have the parking lots right over there and there, and there's another one over in that area. But some of the other places that might be interesting to you is a place to get a snack while you're waiting for some fish to bite. And this area is real popular. Got the Cafe Bella Luna right there, and the Tacos Cancun. And this place right here, the Cabo Cantina, has been very popular over the years. And then right down behind them is BJ's, and across the way is the Balboa Fun Zone and all that excitement that goes with it. And we're going to go down there on the pier now, and I'll talk about finding a spot to fish. Okay, well here we are at the first possible fishing spot, and it's got a information board here and what you might catch. We have a choice between barracuda, barred perf perch, black croaker, corbina, copper rockfish, bonito, that's what I'd really like to catch. The jack smelt, that's our bait fish that we're going to be trying to catch as well. The kelp bass, I'd like one of those. Pacific mackerel, that's, yeah, some people like those, some people don't. They make better bait than they do eating, in my opinion. If we catch one of those, we'll tie it on for some shark. And the most common up here is the white croaker. It's a surf fish. And the spotted scorpion and the queenfish. That's also the other common fish here. I'll also give you some basic information on how to catch them here for you newbies. So you'll want to read those tips as you're going through it. Anyway, we're looking at the fishing spot, one of the first ones that they offer. This is real popular with the tourists, of course. You know, right here you can watch the surfers. So although there's fish in this particular section, it's not the most popular fishing spot, as you're dealing with swimmers and surfers and whatnot in your way, and good or bad, it's up to you. But I like the benches that they offer, and it's on both the south side of the pier and the north side of the pier, and there's a couple more down there. We're going to go farther down the pier. I'm not looking to fish in the surf today. Right here are a couple of the varieties of wildlife, 2 different breeds of seagulls. These are moocher birds. They'll steal your bait as much as you try to catch fish, so pay attention to your catch, you know. And they love to pose for pictures. They even let you get fairly close to them. We'll see how close we can get to yelp. Mine, whatever you want to call it. But they're pretty birds. Very pretty birds. Go, 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 go. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, he's got fishing lines stuck on him. Somebody might have to rescue him someday and fix that. I told you about being a fish catching birds. They go after the line that you're casting out in the water too. Let's go find that spot. She went blank there, I don't know why. But as you can see, got the crowd here fish catching bait there. That's your sardines that we're going to go after. They're using those sabiki rigs that I talked about. So I'm going to pick this side here, see how I can fare. You want the tide going away from you for best effect. If you're fishing the side of the pier, you don't want your bait to get caught going under the pier. So I'm picking right along here with that little bait table right there. Okay, without live bait, this is how I've got my halibut rig set up. Got your spinner, the weight on one side, and then the loose hook line set up with a shrimp on the hook, buried on the hook real good. I'm going to cast it out 50 yards from the pier and let the drift take it, and we'll see if we can catch something. I also have my other pole set up, same halibut rig, right below the pier, just off the bottom. That way any bass or corbina down there will be raising up something. Then I'll set up my other pole over there with a sabiki rig, and we'll try and catch some of that live bait that I saw that guy over there catching. Okay, this is the sabiki or pescador rig, all rigged up. You want to use a diamond, not a diamond, but a bullet or drop point sinker with these. 1 ounce is sufficient. And you jig this setup up and down. The idea is that you're going to catch the live bait, sardines that are running around on the water. You can see them kind of now flickering in the water out there. See how quickly I can catch a few. I only need a couple, and I'll switch out the shrimp on my yellow rod for a live bait. Live bait is best for that halibut. Couldn't ask for better. Now we'll switch out that little whoopee for live bait on that rod right there. Right down there, you see all those little ripples, round circles. That's the live bait school fish of anchovies running along just under the surface. They're being chased by larger fish. I'm going to hope that we catch one of those larger ones. The larger the fish we catch, the bigger the baits we can use. We'll see what's going on out there. The fishing is moving along. Not a lot of big fish being caught right now, but they're out there. Here's my freeloader. He wants some of that bait that I just caught. I think we might catch a few more baits just in case Freddy the freeloader sea lion shows up. I can throw a couple to him. There, he's got some bait over there. And I forgot to mention, that's the main reason I like Balboa Pier. We got a Ruby's Cafe right here on the end. Burgers and fries and shakes, you name it, they got it. They also serve up fish fillet sandwiches if you don't catch anything. Beautiful day out here. People fishing, enjoying the weather. Some of the essentials you need, I guess I've already gone over that, is the chair. But it helps to have a pair of sunglasses. Once that sun comes out, the glare can get pretty heavy. Always bring your sunblock and dress for the weather. See what's going on out there. There goes some life now. Beautiful birds. You got Catalina off in the distance out there. Beautiful day. See if we can catch some beautiful fish. We got no problem catching bait today. Definitely the sabiki rig is one of your best methods to catch bait. That should hold me for quite a while with those, and I can feed Freddy the freeloader sea lion when he comes in. Well, there's Freddy the freeloader. So much for the fishing for the rest of the day. When he shows up, bite drops off. People pull in their catches, what they've got. I'm going to do likewise and get some lunch like those folks over there. It's been a good morning. We'll see what the afternoon brings with the metal detecting. Yeah, the fishing's bad, but the castle making is pretty good. Somebody really went hog wild with this design. Excellent job. Sometimes the wildlife shows up on the beach through the black cormorant. He's one of these fish-stealing birds. He's not doing so well because he's hanging around people. Probably waiting for someone to rescue him. He's not flying away.
I'm making sure nobody messes with him. Pretty cool too.
Pretty cool bird. Well, the fishing wasn't so great. We caught a lot of mackerel, little baby ones for bait. You saw that. But the metal detecting was productive. I spent $1 on a Coke at McDonald's. So all in all, that's $4.41 in 2 pull tabs. That's my catch of the day. So we'll try again on another date. And I hope you enjoy this video. This is the Balboa fishing and metal detecting trip. Hope you enjoyed it. Come join me next time.